Hello and welcome to a new Render Studio tutorial. This is a special video where we will show you how to create renders of your models with a transparent background, specifically for the creation of graphic novels or Renpy-style video games. We will be creating various renders of a character with different expressions, and you'll see that it's a simple and quick process. The first thing I'm going to do is load the model that I'll be using in the video, a basic Genesis 8 male model. Notice that it comes with a bunch of morphs, in this case, facial expressions. If you want to know how to export the model from DAZ with morphs, there's a link in the video description. We'll also import some simple idle poses, which will come in handy in this case, although you could use more diverse poses. Alright, I'm going to deactivate blinking so the model doesn't appear with closed eyes in the renders. Then, I select this pose and proceed to apply a morph, although in this case, I'll leave the model's natural expression. Before rendering, I'll configure the render generation to 8K, remove the floor so it doesn't appear, and set the background to transparent. So, it will be ready to start exporting. With the Alt key, I see what the focus will be and adjust it to my liking. Now, I can't see the model's face, but I know it will be well framed in the render, so I press space to render. Now, let's load more expressions for other renders. For example, if I want a smiling expression, I'll search for smile here to filter the corresponding morphs. I choose a smile that I like, fitting with the character. This one seems good, and let's combine it with this one, adjusting the final result. When I'm satisfied, I focus the way I like and render. I'm going to deactivate this morph before searching for a new one, which, in this case, will be the opposite, a sad expression. This result convinces me, and we proceed to change the pose. In this one, it looks quite down, fitting well with the chosen expression. I'll take the photo from a slightly different angle. This model has issues when the eyes are turned too much, but it's a model error, not a program one. I continue loading another pose, and now I'm going to load an expression where the model is angry. We don't have much, so we have to settle for this morph. I'll deactivate head movement to get a side render, playing with the angle until I get the result I like. While changing expressions, I forgot to deactivate the previous ones, so I search for them and adjust the sliders before applying the next shocked expression. I'll reactivate tracking, and for a somewhat different render, I'll look for different lighting. I simply rotate the model with the arrow keys, deactivate head movement, frame the model, and take the render. Perfect. Now that I have several images, I go to my renders folder. Here, I have some renders I did earlier, but I can view the images that came out in this session. They're sized 4320 by 4320, with good quality. As you can see, when I zoom in, it's a deep image that doesn't distort, at least to a certain point. This is great for handling and adjusting it in other programs. Now, I'm going to open them with an image editor to check that the background is transparent and see how it looks on an image, and with renders of another character. It's not a game editor, but it gives us an idea of how it would look in this environment. This way, I drag them to different layers, where I can handle the characters, move them, enlarge them, etc. In a very short time, I've obtained many images of a character in different poses and with different expressions, which makes the work much easier in this type of environment. We can also see how the result looks with renders of the dancer character that I took before making this video, in a time similar to this tutorial. I've used the advantages of Link's Render Studio Pro, making these processes quick and comfortable for the artist. You can also use Link's Render Studio Free, the free version of this platform, but it requires more time and effort as you have to export and import each prepared pose and expression in DAZ. Additionally, the free version is limited to 1080p renders, but you can try it out for your project and upgrade to Pro in the future if you want to take advantage of its benefits. Thank you for your attention, and see you soon.